As of early this morning, the so-called King of the South, T.I has officially filed for divorce from Tiny Harris. But this isn't about love falling apart. This is about a tape. An alleged 8-minute raw clip from 50 Cent's upcoming documentary Surviving T.I and Tiny has reportedly leaked, and it's spreading through the industry like wildfire. Not slowly, not quietly, but fast, like something people were never supposed to see. And sources are saying when T.I finally watched that footage, something changed. He didn't yell. He didn't go online. He didn't even respond right away. He just went quiet. The kind of quiet that tells you everything you need to know. Because whatever was in that clip, it didn't just expose drama, it hit something personal. Something deep. Something that goes back nearly a decade. We're talking about alleged betrayal, hidden conversations, and a situation involving someone who may have been playing both sides for years. And if the reports are even partially true, this wasn't just a mistake. This was a long game. Because according to insiders, that one clip didn't just damage a relationship. It shattered a 15-year marriage in seconds. Think about that. 15 years reduced to one moment, one video, one truth coming out at the wrong time. And the craziest part? 50 Cent didn't need to drop a diss track. He didn't need to argue. He didn't need to explain anything. He just pressed play and let the footage do the talking. Now if you really want to understand why this hit so hard, you have to go back. Because this didn't start yesterday. This didn't start with a leak. This started years ago, with tension that never really went away. The history between 50 Cent and T.I isn't just rap beef. It's deeper than that. It's layered. It's strategic. This is the kind of rivalry where both sides are watching, waiting, calculating. A Cold War that's been building quietly in the background. See, 50 Cent has built a reputation over the years, not just as an artist, but as someone who studies people. He collects information. He pays attention. He remembers things others forget. And when the time is right, he uses it. That's what makes this situation different. Because while everyone else thought this was just another celebrity back and forth, 50 Cent may have been building something much bigger behind the scenes. And things really started to heat up during the pandemic, when T.I publicly challenged 50 Cent to a versus battle, claiming he had more hits. It looked like normal rap competition, nothing serious. But instead of responding with music, 50 responded in a way nobody expected. He dropped a clip that questioned T.I.'s credibility. No warning. No build-up. Just straight to the point. And in that moment, the tone changed completely. Because this wasn't about music anymore. This was about image, reputation, legacy. While T.I was busy defending himself publicly, trying to keep his name solid, reports suggest that 50 Cent was doing something much quieter, but far more dangerous. He was collecting footage. We're talking about private recordings, old archives, behind-the-scenes clips, things that were never meant to go public. And according to reports, millions were spent gathering this material from people who were once close to the Harris family. Former employees. Old connections. People who had access to moments nobody else saw. Because 50 understood something very important. If you want to take someone down, you don't always attack them directly. You find the pressure point. The weak link. The one place where everything can fall apart. And according to this leak, that weak link was Tiny. Now let's be real. This is a couple that has been through everything. Legal issues, public scandals, constant rumors. They survived all of it. They were seen as one of the strongest couples in the industry. Untouchable. But behind that image, there were always whispers. Quiet conversations. Rumors that never fully went away. Stories that during T.I.'s past legal troubles, someone close to him may have been sharing information. Not openly, not publicly, but quietly, carefully. T.I reportedly suspected people around him. Associates. Friends. People in his circle. But never the person closest to him. Never his wife. And that's what makes this situation hit differently. Because if that trust is broken, everything changes. Now here's where the story takes a serious turn. Because the documentary everyone thought was about exposing outside allegations might actually be about something completely different. Insiders are now claiming the real focus is what was happening behind closed doors. The decisions. The conversations. The The things that helped certain situations go a certain way. And that's where this footage becomes dangerous. Allegedly, years ago, a videographer recorded private moments for what was supposed to be a project that never got released. But the cameras didn't stop when they were supposed to. The audio didn't cut when it should have. And those raw, unfiltered moments were saved. Not edited. Not cleaned up. Just stored away. Until now. Because somehow, that footage reportedly ended up in 50 Cent's hands. And once that happened, it was only a matter of time before something like this exploded. Now the entire industry is watching. Quietly. Carefully. Because nobody knows how deep this goes. Nobody knows who else might be connected. For T.I. though, there's no waiting anymore. Because once he saw that clip, everything changed. This isn't just a divorce. This is a collapse. A full breakdown of something that took years to build. And according to what's coming out, this might only be the beginning. The footage itself allegedly shows a conversation that raises serious questions. Not clear answers, but enough to make people look twice. Enough to make people wonder what was really going on behind the scenes. And then things get even more complicated. Because new claims suggest the people in that footage might not even be who they appeared to be. Which means the situation might be deeper than anyone first thought. Some people believe this was all planned. A setup that took years to build. Others think it's being taken out of context. That it's being twisted to look worse than it actually is. And right now the internet is completely split. Half the people are calling it betrayal, saying this is the ultimate backstab. The other half are saying it's survival. That sometimes people make decisions under pressure just to protect themselves and their family. But then comes the question that changes everything. What if this wasn't just exposure? What if this was strategy? Because once something like this goes public, there's no going back. Everything becomes visible. Every detail gets examined. Every moment gets questioned. And while all of this chaos is happening, 50 Cent appears completely calm. Watching. Waiting. Letting it all unfold exactly how he planned. Then just when people thought it couldn't get bigger, another twist drops. A second piece of footage is teased. And this one reportedly connects even more names to the situation. Names that could take this far beyond just one couple. Even Cardi B indirectly spoke on situations like this, hinting at how people in the industry can manipulate others, play both sides, and create chaos just for personal gain. Which raises a bigger question. Who's really in control here? Because now legal filings are coming into the picture. Claims are being made. Investigations could follow. And if even part of this turns out to be true, this could go way beyond a personal situation. Meanwhile, a countdown appears online. A message that more footage is coming. And if what we've seen so far is just the beginning, then what's next might be even worse. Because a short clip has already surfaced that changes everything again. It suggests there may have been a private conversation between T.I. and 50 Cent themselves. And if that's true, then the biggest question isn't about betrayal anymore. It's about planning. Because what if this entire situation wasn't something that happened? What if it was something that was created? If that turns out to be real, then this isn't just drama. This is one of the biggest media setups the industry has ever seen. A situation where the lines between victim and villain completely disappear. Because now nobody looks innocent. Nobody looks fully guilty either. It just looks like a game. And the only person who might know the full truth is the one controlling the footage. The countdown is still ticking. The story is still developing. And at any moment, something new could drop that changes everything again. So now the question is simple. What do you believe? Was this a real betrayal that finally came to light? Or was this something much bigger? Something planned from the start? Because whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. This story is far from over.